Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Yahweh being the true powerful name of the Heavenly Father, which means He is. Yahweh Shai being the true name of His only begotten Son, which means He saves. One of the people in this world English called Jesus Christ. Wakah, meaning holy. Kodash, meaning spirit. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations of much love. Rest you sincere Akim pushing the word and truth and sincerity. This is the cleric Azar coming to you with another lesson. And I'm going to be probably calling this lesson, this is the textbook on how to destroy a nation. And you can just read it yourself here as it's scrolled on the screen here. If you want to destroy any nation without war, make adultery or nudity common in the young generation. All right. And this is a quote by Salahuddin Ayyubi. Now, I want to get some history behind this cat. This is my first time seeing this. Believe it or not, I was just online looking about... I was looking at some different lists on how to destroy a nation. And this is almost like goes back to the Georgia Guidestones, just in a little way. But let me look up this guy, Salahuddin. They got a friend back in college by the name of Salahuddin. But here we go. Salahuddin Ayyubi. Make sure I'm getting the right guy. I need to talk about the wrong guy here. Salahuddin is the Western name of Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, the Muslim Sultan of Egypt and Syria, who famously defeated a massive army of crusaders in the Battle of Tin and captured the city of Jerusalem in 1187. That would be right. This is 12th century CE. Yep. At the height of his power, he ruled a unified Muslim region stretching from Egypt to Arabia. And I don't want people to think I'm promoting Islam or Muslims or anything about that, but this particular statement is actually true, okay? And this is another reason why a lot of these there's countries in the East, all right, these Arabian countries and these Ishmaelite countries are really, and when I say Ishmaelite, I mean the descendants of Ishmael, or the Arabians, or the you'll hear that a lot, that rhetoric about America and how they use nudity and pornography and stuff to destroy their youth, and how they try to keep that away in their particular countries and their particular nations, all right, because they don't want their women to be doing what these women over here in the West do, in these Western civilizations, okay? And this civilization in the West isn't civilized, basically. That could have been a title for the video, all right? But things of that sort, and hey, to be honest with you too, I mean, I love women too, but it gets to a certain point where, you know, a woman's supposed to be privately concealing her body. She is not supposed to be showing herself to the whole world, let alone online, all right? And these women have really gone really overboard, and pretty soon it's going to be a curse to them, especially when all hell breaks loose and there's no food or water, and they're the actual currency that's going to be exchanged left and right, like a coin or a dollar bill, all right? They're going to be the ones that are going to be used off and on, all right, just for, a pea in a pod, okay, as I should say, okay. But yeah, this is how you do it. I was also bringing out in one of my lessons, it's all coming together. It's at a point now where Esau Edom, the way he's lying, it's almost like in your face, kind of. It's like, wow, it's almost like you've already done this kind of lie before. So it's like, it's kind of hard for you to get me on it again. What's that saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's like, oh my goodness! Like, can you come out with something even newer? But it's at a point now where, and a lot of girls are coming out now where all these women are talking about Sexy Red, and this girl, with the whole Pound Town thing. It's like wow. It's like, this girl's coming out saying don't use condoms. She's coming out saying, get your boyfriend to steal for you. This to the point where it's like certain girls and even guys like, no, I'm not doing that. No, not for you. No, that's not, So hey, that's why things are happening where these men and the manosphere and the red pill community and things that are MGTOW and the Passport Bros, this is why these things are created, because these things that the women have done have gotten around. So Esau Edom, he's pulling a last minute ditch effort and putting on these industry plants like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B's, Suki Hana's, and Sexy Reds to influence our women to go out and be the biggest hoe they can be. And now we're dealing with hoe inflation, and to a certain point where it's like, oh my goodness, like who could be the bigger whore? I can't drive this thing home enough. But hey, this is how you destroy a nation, as this thing said. It gets to a certain point where, it's like, we remember Freaknik back in the mid-90s. I never had a chance to go, but I never wanted to go because I knew I never wanted to meet my wife there. That my whole reason to go to college, to get a degree and come out and get a career and eventually have a family and kids and so forth. And hey, eventually we find out that all that was all set up to destroy you. It's like wow, that's what a lot of people aren't attending college like they used to. A lot of people, that word's getting around to people, and that's what was in college. A lot of adultery, a lot of nudity. All right. I remember in my particular school, we had over 35 particular Jake women, every male, and that was back in that was 93. All right, that was like 30 years ago. Imagine what it is now if people are even attending. I mean, I went back to my alma mater back in 2009, and there was a bunch of moes walking around. So this is how you destroy a nation, okay, without war, okay, especially with that child support system. Like, oh man, there's guys that that got women pregnant before they got their first pubic hair. I know guys that got women pregnant in middle school. It's like, what were you thinking about? Like starting a family back then? But hey, that's what really you're supposed to be. All right, you're not really supposed to be under this particular system. You're supposed to be, as soon as a woman is able to give birth to a child, that's around the time that she's supposed to be. But that's a lesson for another day. All right. These particular systems that are set up to state how old you got to be when you're an adult, how old you got to be when you're able to drink, how old you got to be when it's time to go to war. It can be very confusing to children. All right. It's very confusing to children. And then even more confusing, and this is why this is Babylon the Great, because that's what Babylon means. It's confusion. All right. This is the world we're living in. This is why this place needs to be destroyed. Okay. All right, because the apple of the eye of the Heavenly Father has been touched, and it's you Israelites. All right, he that touches you touches the apple of the Most High. Let me get the scripture right so I don't cut that up correctly. He that touches you, that's Zechariah 2:8. But thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. See that? Destroyed nation, a spoiled nation. After the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. Okay. Let me see something here. Let me see if there's a precept. Bear with me just a moment, please. All right. Yeah. Psalm 17:18. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings. And that's going to happen to the elect when they're delivered during World War III, which is vastly approaching us. And that's going to be probably a future topic of a lesson for myself. That the elect's going to be delivered in those chariots, the one you people originally called UFOs. All right. Those chariots are going to arrive during World War III and deliver the elect while those missiles are being dropped. All right. The SLBMs, the ICBMs. You can Google those if you don't know what those are. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, and submarine launch ballistic missiles. Okay, but these things are going to happen quite soon. All right, but hey, Heavenly Father is coming back. Heavenly Father is going to send His Son, Yahweh Shai, back with the Archangel Michael and a whole host of angels. All right, to destroy this place and deliver the elect. So these things can happen because the nation of Israel shall not be destroyed. Okay. Right, because Esau Edom wants to hold on to his birthright as the elder, but the younger was the one who received the blessing. Okay, you can read about that in the book of Genesis. All right, but it's getting to the point, boy, that that pretty much all these women have to offer is what's between their legs, and they pretty much know that because that's what they've been taught. That's what the system has taught them. All right, and that's what their mothers had pretty much taught them. And But the misery loves company. The older women don't teach the younger women correctly, all right, because they weren't taught correctly, okay? And so, you know, and it's the time we're living in, all right? Pretty soon, you know, it's going to be a curse for these women to be, have their wardrobe to be something that looks like lingerie. They're going to want to be covered up because there's not going to be no 911 or police to come and help. You know, World War III would have been started. Men's going to be shipped overseas. And there's not going to be men looking to help women. Look what happened to Brickface lately. You can haven't Googled or heard about that. The woman that got hit with the side of the brick. All the guys just sat around and just watched her get hit. And this is during this time. This Jacob's Trouble hasn't even started yet. Imagine when bricks really start getting flown. When there's not going to be guys stopping to help girls. They're going to be stepping over women, not helping them. All right? But hey, you know, I think this topic's been done to death, but it can't be drilled enough, okay? All right, but I just wanted to share that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, who gives me the strength of the spirit to continue to strive and endure in these last days. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and on to the next video.